Do we prepare for service to God with prayer and fasting? Let's begin in Nehemiah chapter 1. What news out of Jerusalem caused Nehemiah to act? The words of Nehemiah the son of Hakaliah. Now it happened in the month of Kislev, in the 20th year, while I was in Susa, the capital, that Hanani, one of my brothers, and some men from Judah came. And I asked them about the Jews who'd escaped and had survived the captivity, and about Jerusalem. And they said to me, the remnant there in the province, who survived the captivity, are in great distress and disgrace, and the wall of Jerusalem's broken down, and its gates have been burned with fire. What did Nehemiah pray and confess to God after fasting for some days? When I heard these things, I sat down and wept. For some days I mourned and fasted and prayed before the God of heaven. Then I said, Lord, the God of heaven, the great and awesome God, who keeps his covenant of love with those who love him and keep his commandments, let your ear be attentive and your eyes open to hear the prayer your servants praying before you day and night for your servants, the people of Israel. I confess the sins we Israelites, including myself and my father's family, have committed against you. We've acted very wickedly toward you. We've not obeyed the commands, decrees, and laws you gave your servant Moses. Before he approached the king with a request, what did Nehemiah pray about? Remember, I pray, the word that you commanded your servant Moses, saying, if you're unfaithful, I'll scatter you among the nations. But if you return to me and keep my commandments and do them, though some of you are cast out to the farthest parts of the heavens, yet I will gather them from there and bring them to the place which I have chosen as a dwelling for my name. Now these are your servants and your people, whom you've redeemed by your great power and by your strong hand. Lord, I pray, let your ear be attentive to the prayer of your servant, and to the prayer of your servants who desire to fear your name. And let your servant prosper this day, I pray, and grant him mercy in the sight of this man, for I was the king's cupbearer. What did Jesus say about disciples fasting and praying? Do we ever fast? One day some people said to Jesus, John the Baptist's disciples fast and pray regularly, and so do the disciples of the Pharisees. Why are your disciples always eating and drinking? Jesus responded, do wedding guests fast while celebrating with the groom? Of course not, but someday the groom will be taken away from them, and then they will fast. Do we prepare for service to God with prayer and fasting? You decide.